I don't think her solutions are very good, but let's take a look at these leaks because I think the future of Xbox is very, very crucial. Even if you only love PlayStation or you only love Nintendo, the times when PlayStation has done the best is when Xbox is actually trying to compete, right?
What about during the time of the PlayStation 1 when Xbox didn't exist? What about during the time of the PlayStation 2 when the original Xbox was selling no differently than what we're getting with the Series S and X? This is no excuse as to why PlayStation can't step up their game. Because you know why? Microsoft is the only company as of right now currently pumping out the most games for everybody. Sony and even Nintendo, for crying out loud, man. If it wasn't for Microsoft, you people wouldn't even have any goddamn games to play. What is this man even saying? And the funny thing is, the reason as to why these franchises exist and yours don't is because the Xbox gamer bought them. Nobody was buying Resistance, Killzone, Folklore, Heavenly Sword, Warhawk, Starhawk, Twisted Metal, Sly Cooper, Extermination, Blasto, Tomba. Nobody was buying your games. But instead we're playing third party. It has always been like this, man. Those games just happened to be exclusive at the time because back then the hardware was very much different. Now that ain't the case anymore. Now these companies just don't have any ideas for y'all.
Now, let's face it, we are entering a new era of lazy PlayStation 5 because they don't have competition. I mean, really.
Oh, here we go. Now it's because Xbox is not doing good. That's why PlayStation. No, because PlayStation is doing very good. As a matter of fact, PlayStation is doing so good that they don't have to do anything. That's the reason. Have you noticed that even the PS3, right, during the time when they were struggling, they were pumping out as many games as they needed? Because they were struggling. PlayStation is doing so good financially, they don't even need to do nothing. They don't need to pump out games. Just let their competitors do it. Collect them 30% off those microtransactions and cash out on that PlayStation Plus membership. That's all Sony's doing. That's why they stopped focusing on exclusives like how they used to, because they knew that putting $300, $400, $500 into a game just so you can get some Astrobot numbers is not very beneficial to the company. And this is why I keep trying to tell you, dinosaurs, you are not the market leader. The casual gamer is. You don't no longer exist in this whole gaming industry. Those remasters and remakes you keep seeing is for you to be like, hey, you remember when gaming was a good time? Keep playing them Soul Reavers and Legacy of Kains. That's for you, old head. That's what oh no, it's Alex said. Unk slop. Keep playing your Unk games. Yo, when I heard that from his chat, I was laughing, bro. Keep playing your Unk games. That's what it is. Your early 2000 titles. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you people still playing them. Halo Campaign Evolved, for crying out loud. Wow. Games are really that good, huh?
As big as PC is, as
that
good as Nintendo is, they're these separate camps, and it seems like PlayStation is fine being way out in front for zero effort. But let's take a look at
And you guys are out here commending them, giving them a round of applause for being right ahead, but at doing absolutely nothing. And you want to blame Microsoft. What's going on with Nintendo? I mean, is it Nintendo selling quite well? No, everybody is in their lane, making their money in the ways that is beneficial to them. That is what's going on here, people. Okay? The days of the Super Nintendo, one got Mega Man and the other got Vector Man, those days is over. Nobody's picking up those platforms for these games, and you dinosaurs know this. You know this, bro. But y'all want to sit there and you want to keep coping and keeping this keep calling to wars alive. Keep calling to war alive. When it's already dead, man. You people are like over 40, 50 years old, losing your head, untrimmed beard, and y'all still contour warring. Unbelievable.
Especially, there is so much hyper analysis on games that fail, on projects that fail, but experiments that really swing for the fences and crash and burn. And I see a lot of people talk about whether this is a positive or negative, right? Like an example here, I saw people sort of mad about Paul Tassi talking about the fact that Arc Raiders is down 80%. I mean, even if you don't care about Arc Raiders, it is interesting about why this game managed to go.
This just goes to show you that. And the funny thing is, I played Arc Raiders. It was fun, but it's just not that game that I just want to keep playing. You know what I mean? It's that game you kind of go in and you play a few games and then you just head off. It's just not something that I'm really engaging in. You feel me? And I think a lot of these games just don't have the same lasting appeal as these so-called unk slop games. And like I've said, when I was young, there was people playing Gears of War when they were 40 or 50. I can guarantee you they don't care about video gaming anymore. As of right now, gaming is being taken over by a new audience of gamers. Most 40, 50, 60-year-old gamers don't even care enough to play the same games they once played. They're not hardcore, they're casual, they just stick to Call of Duty and just play that for the rest of their life. Gaming has become a joke to them.
From, like 600,000 concurrent players down to 40,000 concurrent players, it's a bit odd, right? Well, he says people can be tired of it, but a live service game going steadily losing 80% of its players in like 3 months is very story-worthy. Similar, a single-player game like Crimson Desert retaining so many of its players month after month, both ways. Those are conversation now, I feel like, where people want cool projects to succeed, but we also kind of like to get a little bit entertainment out of the failures of the industry. We love to cheer on an interesting project. Like, it's weird they're remaking Assassin's Creed Black.
I can't. You know what I mean? I'm just getting, just say you have no ideas anymore. Oh, we're remaking this. Like, bro, what are we doing, man? You know, this is the gaming industry that y'all supporting. Nintendo upgrade packs, remakes after remake. Like, I mean, this is ridiculous, bro. They're gonna sell this for a full price tag?
Flag. I'm super curious about this because it seems to be a game that still plays so good. Remaking it seems like such an odd mix, but even when it comes to failures on the PlayStation side, so many people...
It just goes to show you that companies are not willing enough to gamble anymore, and they want to take these safe approaches to their titles that they know will garner some form of success. And remasters and remakes are very easy. They're very lazy. All they got to do is take the template of the game, shine it up, put 4K, whatever else they decide to do. So it's very easy. And on top of that, there's an audience of fans that enjoy these games. So that's how these companies are looking at it. But these companies don't want to take chances no more. Clearly, we can see that. And that's something that wasn't a huge issue during the beginning of when gaming started. Everybody wanted to be the top new dog. Oh, that's Street Fighter? Hey, my name Ed Boon. I don't like the stun mechanic. Matter of fact, we're going to add blood in our video game, and we're going to have to add the stun at the end of it, and we're going to do fatalities. Companies was out here borrowing ideas from each other, okay? That is where evolution came from. Now companies be like, oh, let me see what's the next trendy thing. Oh, put some Fortnite skins in there. Put some awful dance moves. That's what the kids like. And guess what? They're never going to play your game. They don't want to play it. Get it through your little unk heads. They don't like your games, bro. Go play Fortnite and go cry about Emma. Oh, they're going to laugh at you. They're going to be like, we don't know those games. Get those unk games out of here. Like, what do y'all... You know what, man? And I'm not saying these games are bad. I love these games. But to expect these new age gamers to enjoy the games that you've been enjoying for the past 20 years just goes to show you how out of touch you guys really are.
People want so many PlayStation games to flop.
Oh, really? Coming from your channel? How many times you've been saying Xbox has been dead and you talk about so many people want PlayStation games to flop? No, we don't. If anything, I actually gave a lot of respect for Marathon, but we already knew this game wasn't going to last very long. The game died in a month.
Was an abysmal failure. People have made literally thousands of videos laughing at that failure. Even something like this. Right now, apparently, Fair Games looks so bad. Apparently, there are leaks that it's also an extraction shooter.
Wow.
Reports and rumors.
Just kidding, Sony. They canceled Last of Us multiplayer, Spider-Man multiplayer for this crap. For this. Oh, but it's okay. 92 mil though, right? 92. You PlayStation fanboys are seething. Because you guys can keep throwing out this 92 million card all you want. But at the end of the day, it means no merit, no value when you say stuff like, it's not fun. These games that they're making are not fun. So that goes to show you, like I've said, they're making money off PlayStation Plus, third party, 30%, and microtransactions, and membership fees. That's it. That's why Sony's afloat. That's the only reason. It has nothing to do with their own games anymore. You people know this.
Say the game is straight up not fun for playtesters. Now, my point is the fact that this...
Cancel it.
Holy heck, are we truly in the laziest era of PlayStation of all time?
No, we are in the laziest generation of video gaming. But even then, I can't fault these companies. I can't expect these companies to put these big budgets into games if enough people are not buying it. This is why indies and AA's are starting to become on the horizon, because they are focusing on very similar fun games, AA titles, low budget titles, not essentially breaking the bank, so they can succeed with 2 to 3 million sales. But if you make a game for $400-500 million, this is why I tried to tell you guys that hardware is not the problem. The more powerful the hardware, the more and more expensive these games are going to cost to make, which also means that they're going to need more people to buy it. This is what I was trying to tell you. Oh, back in the days, Onimusha sold 1 to 2 million and they made enough money. Yeah, but the budget wasn't that expensive. If they decide to make a game like that now, which they are, I'm just saying, I think Capcom's doing a AA approach with it, but I'm just saying, as an example, they would need to make 4, 5, 6. It would have to double, right? The budget has doubled, quadrupled, so therefore the player count needs to do the same to compensate for the lack of money that these companies are getting. This is why they're raising them. I know I'm not justifying the price raise. I'm just saying as to why it's even happening, because there's not enough of you people buying these games. Okay? That's what's going on here.
A lot of that comes down to the fact that Xbox is not even putting up a fight, but I
Oh, really? Xbox is the one putting out the most games. What are you talking about? If anybody ain't putting up a fight, it's PlayStation. Y'all just sitting there with 92 million soldiers sitting on the damn battlefield, ain't doing nothing. Y'all the ones. Y'all supposed to be the market leader. But like I've said before, Sony is hustling. They don't care no more. They don't care. Why would we make another Killzone? It's not like it's going to sell more than Call of Duty anyway. We might as well just collect our 30% and be happy with it. Don't take no chances.
Is very much in a bad spot where they're going to have to do more than just good. They're going to have to do more than just great. They're going to have to do the best they've ever been. It is
to make PlayStation better? Shouldn't PlayStation just desire to be better because they care about their fans? You just admitted how PlayStation don't even care about their fans. But yet, you guys are always constantly damage controlling for them.
A massive uphill battle to even break even at this point, because they have just been so written off. And now I do feel like the gaming space, especially online and stuff, people kind of love to talk about interesting failures. And Xbox, in a lot of ways, has only become that. They're going to have to make this so incredibly cheap and put so many good games in it to even slightly appeal to people.
Well, Microsoft got the games. But at the end of the day, like Phil Spencer said, it doesn't matter what we make. People are not going to gravitate towards it. Sony, in some cases, even though I don't like most of your games, but some of your games would be high-quality games. Not everybody's gravitating towards them. Matter of fact, I played the Marathon Beta, and I thought it had a nice quality to it. People know that I've said that about that game. It did not stop the Fortnite player to drop playing his game to play that one. We're in a very dangerous territory, guys, because what this means is that we're going to get less and less games. AA's are the only ones holding it down, but wait till these AAA's. Y'all like, oh, AA's would never sell out. All they got to do is throw a check to these companies. Oh, they will always make games and they basement games. You know, this indie studio, they ain't gonna stay strong. They say they don't do that. Wait, Microsoft. Yeah, we like the projects you make. Oh, thank you. We'll give you $200 million for your indie studio, so you can work with us and you can still make games for us. That man is getting out of his basement. Cut the crap. Oh no, he got honor. The man got honor. He care about us more than he care about the money. Trust me, these indie studios, they love us. They never do that. They love gaming that much. $200 million check waiting for you. You can continue to still make your games on the Xbox. Microsoft, where do I sign? Where do I sign the contract? You can sign it right here, buddy. And you don't think that's going to happen? Y'all don't think that's going to happen? You're stupid if you don't think that's going to happen. You're dumb.
PC Game Pass right here from the Xbox launcher, and I just feel like my thing is that whenever I look at this, none of these games really get me excited. Oh, here's the new Call of Duty.
That's what people are playing.
Here's the new expansion. Oh, here's the
That's what people are playing.
lowest selling Doom game, Doom the Dark Ages. Oh, do you want a new expansion for Sea of Thieves? Or
That's what people are playing.
you know, oh, we have special exclusive skins for Valorant. Or
That's what people are playing. You can say whatever you want, but people are playing. As a matter of fact, it says picks for you. So clearly you must play these games too, buddy.
League of Legends or Apex Legends.
Oh, really? We're going to bash League of Legends? Oh, no. Did he just bash League? Hold on, let me hear that.
Game, Doom the Dark Ages. Oh, do you want a new expansion?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Sea
you
of
know,
Thieves?
everybody game. Nobody
we
cares.
have special exclusive skins for Valorant or League of Legends or Apex Legends.
That's what people are playing, you dummy. That's what they're playing. This is why I call you dinosaurs. Because you guys are so stuck in the prehistoric era of what gaming used to be that you don't know what people are actually playing anymore. Oh, League of Legends? Who playing that crap? Who playing Apex Legends? Who's playing that crap? The vast majority of the people that bought a PS5. Well, League of Legends obviously PC, but you get my point. That's what people are playing. So whatever you complain about, at the end of the day, that's where the vast majority of gamers are on. Keep crying, buddy.
Right? My thing is almost the fact that Xbox is in the spot where
This is not an Xbox problem. This is an industry problem.
Lost so much excitement, but I do.
I mean, we got to question how much excitement they're losing if we continue to keep talking about this company. We have to question how much excitement this company's not bringing when you're buying these same games on PlayStation. They're the ones pumping out the most games. I even think Nintendo dudes be like, yeah, Microsoft is. They even pumping out more games for us than Nintendo at this point.
Appreciate the fact that they're trying to recognize what will it take to get back on track. Something from this article that was actually super interesting to me was this excerpt at one point where the console is so far beyond unsalvageable, but this could be a chance to at least get the Game Pass numbers up, right? If you even manage to make a cheap version. I'm straight up saying, look, I'll put this on the record right now. If they make a version that's $10 to $12, the original price, and it's first-party day-and-date games, I'm going to go back in a heartbeat. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to subscribe.
You hear that, Asha?
A year of it up front, and I will.
You hear that, Asha? You hear that? Sound like you getting ready for the Helix.
Proudly talk about the fact that
you hear that?
The best deal in gaming.
That's all it's going to take. That's all it's going to take. You hear that? You hear that, Asha Sharma? Well, I heard she is going to reduce the price. I mean, at least from what I know, they're going to reduce the price and they're going to go back to free online. Because obviously with the interconnection with PC and console gaming, Microsoft is not going to have. That's why they changed the name. That's why they changed Xbox Live Gold to Game Pass. I already knew this from the beginning. Microsoft has been transitioning themselves into this new model they got. And they know that if they have an Xbox PC, the console gamer that love console gaming will buy the Xbox PC. And if they price it, because $30 is a little high, because you're going to still want to maintain those PC gamers, dude. They don't want to raise it up on them. So I'm assuming they're going to drop it back down to the original 20. Them Xbox dudes are going to buy that Xbox PC, continue to pay for Game Pass, even for free online, because they love the value of what Game Pass offers. But now you have to ask yourself, what can Sony do? Exclusives? That is not working here, buddy. Exclusives is not working. At the end of the day, Xbox is going to be the best, and PC gaming is going to be the best for third-party games. You're going to have Steam. You're going to have all this. Oh, y'all like, oh, who cares about Steam? Well, while you have your little 2 or 3 exclusive games a year, because your money-hatting strategy, Sony, I'm going to enjoy my 11,000 games on Steam that you ain't getting. How about that? How about all the games on good? How about them Xbox PC exclusives? Right? Because remember, they call PS5 exclusives all because they weren't on Xbox. Well, guess what? Steam is going to be available on Xbox PC, and it's going to be available and good old games. Those are Xbox exclusives, I guess. They're exclusives because you can't play them. 11,000 games on Steam every year that you're going to miss out on because Sony don't want to open up their platform. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, man, the console war is over. Gaming is transitioning to PC. PC won the console war, and they didn't even have to compete. That's what's even more embarrassing. But continue to enjoy your consoles. Microsoft is going to bring the introduction of the console-like PC. I mean, obviously, Steam Machine has done it first, but with the likeness of Microsoft, we'll continue to see more devices like this, and this is where the overall end of gaming is going to happen. And then what's going to end up happening is that they're going to push cloud gaming, but I'll save that for another argument. Take care, guys. Peace out.